Hello. Today on the art department I'm sanding these canvases down. They've had 10 coats of Lasco gesso, same as the other ones that I've put on before, but this time I'm using this new Merkur Diros 2 orbital sander to sand down before I spray matte medium and titanium white over the top. Currently it's a lot smoother than it would have been using doing it by hand. I'm using 150 grit currently, and I've got a 320 and 400 to use with some sanding pads at 600 grit coming later on, but that'll be used for sanding down once it's got the matte medium and the paint on. The problem I've got with it at the moment is, you can't see on the video, is there's some very light grazes in the sand, in the paint, that need to come out, and I've got to get it as smooth as possible. Also around these edges it's still quite rough, so I might need to infill a bit of paint on the edge with a palette knife and then sand into it again. But I'm testing this out at the moment. So far, really good. So I've got it on full power, and I've got it connected to a hoover over here, and I'm just putting minimal pressure on, just hold it on, press down, and making sure it doesn't get too clogged up, because in this paint there's ground marble, and it clogs up these sanding pads really quickly and wears them out really quickly. So I'm trying to put minimal pressure down to get a smooth finish as possible without having to keep stopping and carving it out with the knife. And it's not leaving any indents into the canvas at all. But I need to wipe it over because there's still elements of dust on it. But already this is a lot smoother than I was getting when I was doing it by hand, so I'm going to carry on with this. This is not wet dry sanding either, like I've done before, but I will be doing that on the final coats at the end, just a minimal amount of water, sanding it down almost to a polish-like finish, ready for the images to go on, and that'll be in a couple of weeks. It's not really the sander's fault that this is happening, it's just this paint really does clog up. I've used other sanders before, just doing the same thing. I'm just going to slot this one down the side here, over the back, and carry on with the smaller one I've got on board. So these two have had quite a bit. But they still need another go over later. So this one I'm getting here, this one's been hand sanded, so it's quite smooth, but not as smooth as it is with this. Yeah, pretty cool. Yeah. It's just this is a bit of a pain. And I'm not putting any pressure on it. Yeah, it's more controllable.
Feel this, James. He's always done over this.
Yeah.
This one here, have you felt it?
Yeah.
And that's what's getting it.
Yeah. This one is not too bad because I've hand done it already, so it's quite smooth. But
you're going to get to where you want to get.
Eventually, it needs to be, because the last few weren't as smooth.
Have you got a spatula?
I've got a palette knife. We'll do it. Even this knife will do it. Dad, just go around the edge. Now carry on. Carry on. And after this, already these are as smooth probably as what I was doing before. Now I reckon I can get it. I know you can't see much on the video, but I reckon you can get it. I can get it even smoother as I carry on. Because when you look with the light inside here, there's all little indents, very minute, from the brush marks of applying the gesso. So that needs to be taken down, so it won't show through on the final painting. This is the only thing, it's clogging up quite quick. I'm putting a bit more pressure on. I've got to be careful, because the dust on here is so fine, it's not all picking up in the hoover. And where it's laying on here, that's where it starts to clog up. Then this will ride over the canvas and leave marks in it, not cut down where I want it to. But I'm just testing a section here to see if I can get all the small paintbrush lines out. So I'm putting a bit more pressure on just to see. It's starting to. It's a long process. See how quick this is clogging up every time. This is just a blunt knife, just to take the heavy duty sections out. but there is a clear difference here as there is to over here, so it is working. So I'm going to leave the video here. All in all, top sander, and I'll be back when I come to spray these probably next week. Thank you.